muisic by Meexhie.
Hey man, we with the homie 93Meexhie. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you for coming in, bro. How you been doing?
Man, I'm good, man. I appreciate you for having me.
For sure. We're gonna jump right into it, man.
For sure.
For people that don't know, you know, where you from, and you know, at what age did you get started into production?
I'm from East Lake. I'm from Birmingham, Alabama, the east side, East Lake. And I got started probably like around 07. Yeah,
07.
like 07. I was rapping at first. But like I know like now they got the whole YouTube beat thing going on. That wasn't a thing back when I was rapping, you know what I'm saying? So my best friend was making my beats.
I got you. So, I mean, coming up, man, who were some of your musical influences, you know, as far as, you know, both rapping and production?
Yeah, for sure. I liked the whole Cash Money movement, you know what I'm saying? Like I was a young dude, but I seen the whole Cash Money wave, and I seen Manny Fresh doing his thing. I seen Lil Wayne, Juvenile, BG Turk, all them, and that mainly just made me want to do it, you know. And producer wise, I like Zaytoven. Metro Boomin, Southside. Like I like more of the trap style for real.
For sure. And I guess I could say, what you think that you bring to the game and that it was missing?
I got a different sound, you know. Like I think that other producers in the city, like they get stuck in one sound and they stay there, you know what I'm saying? Which I understand, you know what I'm saying? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But me personally, I just feel like, you know, I want to do different things and produce different tracks. So when they hear my tag on it, they be like, oh, I ain't even know he made them type of beats or those type of beats, you know.
And speaking of the tag, you know, it's catchy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we hear it a lot in Lil Bam and Hardbody Shard. We hear it from them a lot.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And they stuff. What made you put the tag on it?
Honestly, it happened on some spur of the moment type thing. Like I was making beats and my name was Beats and Blunts at first.
Oh, okay.
But I went to YouTube and I seen somebody else was using that name. So I was like, well, dang, I got to reinvent myself again. So, you know, and I sold my first beat this one day. And the guy was like, I want you to come to the studio with me. And he rapping or whatever. And I hear him say it. He said, fuck your producer, my beat is by Meexhie. In his verse. And I was like, that's it. I told the engineer, like, I need that. Like, I need the acapella so I can get that. And that's where it all started at.
And that's, you know, man, coming up, you know, having a tag, that was important, you know. So when I hear that, you know, that means you for real, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
you
yeah,
serious
for sure.
about it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and,
for sure.
You know, so coming in the game with, I mean, I guess who was the first artist to give you a shot that you knew it was gonna be serious?
My boy YF Tato. Tato 4L. He from the north side of Birmingham. He was the first rapper to really just click with me and work with me on my beats. That's my boy still to this day too. Yeah, I rock with Tato. Tato was the first.
And you know, how was it, man? The first time you heard one of your beats, you know, on a song, and it kind of like got popularity. What you felt like?
I gotta get some more in. Like I'm always hungry for it.
Yeah.
No matter where I'm at in my career, I'm never content. I never stay the same. I never stay stagnant. You know what I'm saying? I'm always trying to build up and do more.
And I noticed there's a lot of versatility in your beats. Sometimes it's keys, sometimes it's bass. You know, where did the versatility come from?
Basically just listen to all types of music, man. Like, you know, I had one of the moms, like, you couldn't play the cursing rap music in the house type deal. But I was still sneaking and buying the album with my pops and shit from Best Buy or whatever. But, I mean, and then my grandparents, they listened to a lot of 70s and 80s R&B. And then my pops, he listens to a lot of 80s R&B, and he listens to a lot of rap, you know what I'm saying, from the 90s. So I'm kind of like, I just studied the game, you know what I'm saying?
A student, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And as far as producers in the city, do you think Alabama has one sound, or you think it's pretty much all over the place, or it's pretty much what the artists want?
I think it's different. It's several different styles as far as the state. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, we can't say, oh, Alabama got this one sound because there's so many different types of talented artists out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Mobile cats, they more ride on the guitar wave beats. You know what I'm saying? And then Birmingham, we kind of turned up with your Cinco and your Yavo type beats. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I feel like it's versatility, honestly.
And when you cooking up, man, what's 3 things that you gotta have before you start cooking up in a session?
Some Lifesaver Collisions. That's my favorite candy. Possibly some bud, and really like a quiet room. Like, I don't really like too much going on. I like to kind of sit back and observe my beat before I start it. You know what I'm saying?
And I see that you done some latest projects with Hardbody Shard. Shout out to him.
For sure.
And Lil Bam. Shout out to Lil Bam. And what's
sure.
When you get in there with those guys, what's the chemistry like?
Man, Shard, that's my brother. Like, we talk every day, regardless if it ain't nothing about. But man, I seen this 87 Monte Carlo today. Like, that's me and Shard type relationship. We love the same stuff. Like, we in the old schools. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it's like, Bam, it's just chemistry when we get in the yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, Bam do his thing. I just play a beat. He might be like, no, that one might not be it. Like I like that one, but we're gonna come back to that one, play 2 more, and he might go back to the first one, or it's either gonna be that first one or that third one with Bam every time though.
And when you first linked up with him, for people that don't know, some of the bangers that you did with him, speak on some of those.
With Bam?
Yeah.
The first one was Make the Law. Then on the Last Done album, I did You Feel Me, Slow Motion, R&D, and Trap School with him and Yavo. And then the new album, I don't know the track list yet, but I know I did the first 3 and the last 3.
Yeah. I listened to it, man. Yeah, you all on there.
Yeah. I'm on there for sure.
Yeah. So, what keeps you motivated to keep going and to keep getting better? Because sometimes, like you say, people get stagnant. So, like, what keeps you motivated to keep going hard?
My family, man, my kids, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's me wanting to be a better provider for my family. You know, that's mainly. And the main thing is I like to have fun with it. Like, I don't like to treat it like it's a competition. I don't like to look at myself like I'm the best producer in the city, or like I'm competing with the other producers in the city. They doing their thing, I'm doing my thing in a different way. You know what I'm saying? I salute them, but I kind of stay in my own little shell. I hang by myself.
Okay. And speaking of that, man, what led to that? Because we see a lot of people, man, they have entourages and stuff. What led to you being kind of like solo?
Man, I realized that just because you grew up with somebody don't mean that they grew up with you.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, you might be on your grown man tip right here, and they might still be on some kicking doors, stealing TVs type tip. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really be wanting to be around no negativity for real, because I'm a very positive person, and I've been through a lot of negative in my life. So, the positive, it just keep me going. Like, that's even if I'm dealing with a negative situation, I always try to think of the positive out of the situation, or I always speak positivity in everybody around me. So if the people around me don't respect it, you know what I'm saying, they can't be in my circle. Everybody around me positive.
And what was it tough leaving the streets and being kind of active in the streets versus your music, or was it kind of like an easy transition for you?
I always had music, so it was like music was always my first love. The trap or the streets, that was never my first love. You know what I'm saying? It's on down the line, probably like number 10.
Oh, I got
So
you.
I was kind of like, I ain't gonna say I was like in the house. I was outside, but like,
you weren't really focused on that.
Yeah, like, I was kind of like 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
You seen the bigger picture.
And I always was on the music tip. Like, anybody from school, I always tell you, like, I was on the music tip.
And are you independent? Are you looking to get signed, or what's your label situation?
I signed a deal. I don't undisclosed. I don't want to talk about the name of the label, and it just we didn't work out. You know what I'm saying? Like they kind of didn't really push me. Once I see they're not pushing me as much as I'm pushing me, you know what I'm saying? Then it's kind of like, what's the purpose? You know what I'm saying? So we just parted ways, but I'm good. I'm still good with them.
Okay. So now you just pretty much like it better, independent.
Oh, I love independent. Yeah, independent way better. Like I don't have nobody telling you what you need to do or how you need to do this. You know what I'm saying? I just do my own thing, you know, and just let it ride.
Fuck that nigga that made your beat. My shit by Meech. Nigga, I can't do nothing for free. Can't talk to me by no feature. Don't try me like no rapper.